The night before prom should have been filled with excitement, but instead it ended with flashing lights and the sound of handcuffs. I stood there in my deep emerald dress, the one I bought with my own savings from weekend shifts at the bookstore. As my stepfather's hand connected with my face, the slap echoed through our foyer in Evergreen Hills, Washington. Sirens wailed closer outside. Everything I had buried for 2 years was about to explode into the open. My name is Ava Thompson. I'm 17, a senior at Evergreen High, and until that night, I thought survival meant staying silent. Our house looked like the picture-perfect suburban dream, 2-story craftsman with a wraparound porch, perfectly trimmed hedges, and an SUV gleaming in the driveway. People driving by probably envied us. But houses lie. Families lie even better. Mom married Marcus Reed when I was 15, right after Dad disappeared from our lives. Marcus owned Reed Construction, the largest firm handling public projects in the county. He's stable. Ava, Mom had said, eyes bright with hope. We'll never worry about money again. She was right about the money. We moved into his house within weeks. But stability? That was the first illusion to crack. Marcus ran the home like a site foreman. Rules were ironclad. Curfews at 9:30, even on weekends for me. Straight A's required. Posture straight at dinner. No talking back. Every evening he inspected my grades, my room, my appearance. Posture. Ava. He'd bark across the mahogany table. Olivia maintains excellence without reminders. Learn from your sister. Olivia was his daughter from his first marriage, my age exactly. She visited more frequently after the wedding, eventually staying full summers. While I earned every privilege through endless chores and perfect scores, Olivia received them freely. New wardrobe every season. A silver sedan for her 16th birthday. Unlimited credit cards. Mom always whispered the same excuse. She's been through the divorce. Marcus is making up for lost time. I was the add-on. The reminder of Mom's previous life. Tolerated. Compared. Never celebrated. The only place I breathed freely was Mrs. Ellis's AP Literature class. She was warm. Insightful. The opposite of Marcus. When she read my essays, her comments were encouraging. Your perspective cuts deep. Ava. This voice deserves to be heard. After one brutal morning where Marcus spent breakfast dismantling my latest report card, B+ in calculus wasn't acceptable. Unlike Olivia's flawless record, I lingered after class. Something in my expression must have shown. Ava. Is everything all right at home, Mrs. Ellis asked softly, closing the door. The automatic yes almost escaped, but her kindness cracked my walls. Just adjustment stuff. High expectations. She studied me. My door is always open. Talking helps. From then on, she became my quiet anchor. Extra book suggestions. Smiles on tough days. Late sessions polishing college essays. She saw the exhaustion I tried to hide. At home, I perfected invisibility. Homework in my room. Extra library shifts. Volunteering for debate club and yearbook to stay away longer. Mom faded too. The lively woman who once hummed while cooking now moved like a shadow. Her defenses eroding into silence. She'd squeeze my shoulder apologetically, but never challenged Marcus anymore. The house gleamed fresh flowers, seasonal decorations, family photos with 4 smiles, but inside felt like a pressure cooker. The real fractures widened when Olivia moved in permanently for her junior year. Marcus reassigned my sunny upstairs room to her. You'll take the finished basement, Ava. It's comfortable enough. Translation. Out of sight. The basement was cold, isolated, lit by small windows. I packed without protest while Olivia claimed my window seat for reading. Favoritism sharpened. Olivia's monthly clothing allowance, $600. Mine clearance racks. Her curfew, flexible. Mine rigid. Friends over freely for her. Written permission days ahead for me. Trust, Marcus explained when Mom hesitated. Olivia has earned it. Ava is still proving herself. I had a 4.2 GPA. 20 hours weekly at the bookstore. 0 disciplinary issues. Pointing it out earned accusations of disrespect. Mom grew quieter, starting sentences defending me only to trail off under Marcus's stare. Some nights, I heard her muffled sobs from the basement vents. Fights disguised as discussions, Marcus's calm, reasonable tone shrinking her further. I'm only helping Ava reach potential. Sarah. Don't overreact. School became escape. Debate. Honor society. Volunteering. Anything to delay returning. Mrs. Ellis noticed. You're carrying a lot. Ava. Make sure you're running toward dreams, not away from pain. Daily comparisons blurred, Marcus lining us up side by side. See Olivia's poise? That's excellence. Your state school applications versus her Ivy League prospects. Olivia smirked, leaving Yale brochures visible. Trophies prominently displayed, while mine gathered dust in drawers. Maybe try harder, she'd say. Filing perfect nails. I was shattering under pressure. But silence kept the peace. Dinners in my room became habit. Marcus approved, unaware I couldn't stomach watching him praise her while Mom pushed food around her plate. Insomnia crept in from Marcus's late-night office calls drifting through vents. At first I blocked them with headphones. Then one phrase pierced. Offshore transfers cleared. Auditors won't trace the school bids. Heart racing. I pressed my phone to the vent. Recording. Over weeks, I captured hours, inflated bids on county community center and school renovations, 45% markups on materials, kickbacks to inspectors, shell companies hiding profits meant for public safety. The evidence burned like acid. Marcus was defrauding taxpayers, risking children's safety with cheap materials for personal gain. Who would believe a 17-year-old against the respected businessman? Telling Mom first backfired catastrophically. One afternoon while he golfed, I approached her in the garden. Mom. Marcus's business. I've heard calls. He's stealing. Her slap landed sharp and unexpected. We froze. Delete whatever you think you have, she hissed. Terrified. He saved us. Don't destroy this. Her eyes showed genuine fear. I uploaded copies to encrypted cloud, hid a USB in an obscure spot. Mrs. Ellis sensed my distraction. If something illegal threatens loved ones, the right choice protects from greater harm. Promise you'll tell someone if it becomes real. Marcus toasted his latest contract win at dinner. I forced the words to success, tasting bitterness. Knowing substandard beams supported kids' gymnasiums. My state university acceptance stayed hidden. Olivia's Yale early admission dominated celebration. The prom invite from Jordan Hayes, debate captain. Kind. Funny, offered brief escape. Sunflowers in hand at my locker. Ava Thompson. Will you go to prom with me? Yes came easily. Until dinner. Jordan asked me, Mom ventured. Marcus's fork paused. Who? Details followed. Have him here at 6:30 for a talk, he ordered. 2 weeks of preparation couldn't soften what came. Prom night arrived warm and clear. The kind of spring evening that promised magic. My emerald dress hung ready. Bought with bookstore wages. Mom helped with my hair. Hands trembling slightly. You look stunning. Ava. Your dad would be proud. We avoided mentioning him around Marcus. The doorbell rang precisely at 6:30. Jordan stood tall in his tux. Corsage box ready. Polite smile in place. Mr. Read. Pleasure to meet you. Marcus ignored the handshake. Office.
Now.
I waited outside. Pulse hammering. Hearing fragments. Intentions. My lack of advantages compared to Olivia. Warnings about after-parties. Jordan emerged flushed but resolute. Ready. Marcus stopped us at the door. Home by 11. Prom ended at midnight with after-party. 11 or don't come home. Mom protested weakly. I snapped. No. Olivia stayed out until 3 last year. This double standard is unfair. The slap cracked loud. My cheek burned. Jordan lunged. Marcus blocked him. Out of my house. Deadbolt locked.
Ava.
Your room.
Now.
Chaos erupted. Marcus grabbed my phone as I texted Mrs. Ellis. Please help. He smashed it. Neighbors likely heard yelling. Olivia. Filmed from stairs with a smirk. Marcus paced. Unmasked. You've been trouble since day one. Ungrateful. Just like your worthless father. Sirens grew louder. Jordan shouted from outside he'd called police. Through the vents earlier. I'd recorded enough to damn him. Now confrontation peaked. I know about the Cayman accounts. The 45% markups on school contracts. Inspectors paid off monthly, I said quietly as lights flashed outside. Mom gasped. Olivia dropped her phone. Marcus lunged. Mom intervened. Police knocked. Open up. Distress call. Marcus composed his businessman mask, opening the door to 2 officers and Mrs. Ellis behind them, still in casual clothes. Misunderstanding. Teenage curfew drama. Jordan pushed in. He hit her. Look at her face. Officers noted the swelling bruise. Mrs. Ellis presented emails documenting emotional control over months, hinting at business irregularities. Marcus warned her against overstepping. Tension thickened. Olivia descended stairs. I recorded the slap. This isn't funny anymore. She handed her phone over. Officers watched. Expressions hardening.
Mr.
Read. Step outside. More sirens. Detective arrived. I directed to the hidden USB. Recordings of calls detailing bribes. Falsified reports. Substandard materials in public builds. Marcus's world cracked. Entrapment. One-party consent state, Jordan noted. Detective radioed for financial crimes unit and backup. Marcus turned venomous on Mom. You'll lose everything without me. Back to struggling.
Mom.
Arm around me. We'll be free. Neighbors gathered. Filming the respected contractor led to questioning. As police cars lined the street, red and blue lights painting chaos, Marcus's reputation crumbled publicly. Detectives secured the office computer. Password Olivia's birth year, finding archived emails confirming kickbacks. FBI involvement loomed for federal contracts. Marcus made final pleas to Mom about destroying their life, to Olivia about provision without love. She apologized to me, admitting she played the competition game, but saw his cruelty clearly now. Officers separated him. Neighbors watched. Phones out. People who once envied our perfect family now witnessed truth. I felt exhausted, yet lighter handing over the USB. Enough there to bury him, I told the detective. He called me brave. I felt only survival instinct. Prom seemed distant, but Mom insisted. Don't let him take this too. Bruised but determined. Jordan. Mrs. Ellis. Olivia. And I headed to the venue. Classmates in finery danced under lights. My black eye drew stares, but applause from some who knew fragments followed us in. Jordan squeezed my hand. Courage is being scared and acting anyway. Olivia suggested journalism at Yale. Exposing corruption suited me. We danced briefly. The night felt surreal. Freedom tasted bittersweet, financial struggles ahead without Marcus's support. Court battles looming. But no more eggshells, comparisons, or secrets. Hope replaced fear. In the weeks after, investigation unfolded. Marcus's empire collapsed, substandard materials discovered in school's wrist kids, leading to lawsuits, contract cancellations. Court dates loomed for fraud, assault. Mom and I moved temporarily, rebuilding slowly. Olivia distanced from him, reaching tentative sisterly understanding with me. Mrs. Ellis supported college applications. Jordan stood by. The bruise faded, but the memory lingered. How silence nearly cost everything. How one stand exposed rot. Neighbors' judgment shifted. Some offered help. The moral weight pressed. Justice demanded courage. But at what personal cost? Family fractured permanently. Yet we emerged freer. Voices reclaimed. Months later, Marcus faced charges. Sentencing pending. Mom found modest work. We managed. I thrived at State University, pursuing investigative paths. Olivia and I built careful bridges. Prom night echoed as turning point, not just lap, but catalyst for truth. I wondered often, how many families hide similar darkness behind perfect lawns? Courage breaks chains, but healing takes time. The sirens that night weren't end, but beginning of authentic life. What would you risk to protect your future when family itself threatens it?